If you like the video, please consider supporting us on Patreon.
Types of shots. What are they? But more important, when do you know when to use which one?
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hath made thine enemies? Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me.
Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on beast and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. Witchcraft drew me hither, that most ungrateful boy there by your side, from the rude seas and foamy mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. For his sake did I expose myself, unpure for his love, into the adverse danger of this town.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to Pull My Focus, adventures in the world of digital filmmaking, where we give you the inside tips you need to make great video. The medium shot, the medium close-up, the close-up. 3 of the more well-known types of shots when we're filming talent. They're a common agreed upon language so that we're all on the same page when we're talking about shots. Are there more? Sure. There's the extreme close-up. There's the wide shot. The extreme wide. Oh, right, I didn't shoot at extreme wide. Oh, that's because it's raining here and it never rains in California. Shooting in the rain, it's a pain. The camera gets... You know what? Here's some stock footage. But why and when do we choose these shots? Focus. Shooting all of the types of shots is an option, and just let your editor figure it out. That's called shooting coverage. But takes a lot of time that you may not have, especially on smaller shoots, and it can cost money too. How can we be more selective in which types of shots we use and make choices based on what will help further the scene? Everything that we shoot is about focus. We make choices that focus the viewer's eye on aspects of the performance and action in a shot, or that ignore them for some purpose. For example, a medium shot means we can see what action an actor is taking with their hands. Here we can see that James' hands are bound. But in the medium close-up, we can't. We're now close enough to pay more attention to his face. We shifted the focus from a mixed one, head and hands, to the face. A close-up shifts that focus even more, making it clear the face, the expressions of that performance, are what we're viewing. And the extreme, well, that takes focus too on extreme. Geography. Another choice for shots is the geography of the scene. We're our characters in relation to the environment. You may want to start with a wide or a medium shot to establish the character in the environment, the establishing shot. Or start with a tight shot, hiding the environment until you reveal it later. You may want to show the geographic relationship of 2 characters to each other, the 2 shot. And then there's also the over the shoulder. You can shoot 2 people having a conversation without an over the shoulder, but notice how it changes the dynamic of the shot. It makes it feel a bit more intimate versus disconnected. Eye height. This whole time we've been shooting with the camera at roughly eye height. It feels like an observer. It's a height that is neutral. But if we lower the camera below their eye height, it gives a different feel. One of slight unease, and in this case, who's in power or not. How about one person seated, the other standing? 2 different eye heights. If we split the difference with a height in between, somewhat neutral. But set for the eye height for each person, a bit more dramatic. One is being looked down upon, the other looked up at. One seems less dominant, the other more. Another term we use, and it's not an actual shot, but we talk about it like it is the reverse shot. If we have two people speaking in a conversation, once we get one person's coverage, we want to turn, that is, to do the reverse of that shot of the other person. Also, it's kind of a big deal because it now means a whole new setup. If I'm doing one setup on one person, for the most part my lighting is set and I'm just either zooming in or pushing the camera in for those other shots and coverage I need of that person. The reverse means that I may need to reverse all of my lights, which is what we had to do for this shot. A different type of over the shoulder. But what if they aren't facing each other in the conversation? What if they're side by side referring to someone or something off screen? One obvious setup would be to shoot a different type of over the shoulder from the front, going back and forth. But we could also move the camera behind them. Now this is an interesting shot. They're facing each other, talking, but their bodies are clearly directed off screen at something or someone. It gives the feeling that their heads will snap back to what they're facing at any moment. It has potential energy brewing, like a spring, reminding us there's something off screen. An open frame. What if we don't have another person in the scene? What now? Well, we have the standard 1/3 rule. That's helpful. But what if we move the person over in the frame? If the frame in front of them is open, it has potential. Will they move into it? Will someone else? If it's behind them or to the side, it can feel menacing. Will someone sneak up? A great use of this was in the first Alien film. Harry Dean Stanton's character was sent to find the cat that ran off. As he wanders slowly through the ship, he's framed with an open area behind him into the side. This is 1979, after a solid decade of horror and splatter movies training us to expect the killer/monster to fill that frame. We look at it expecting something to pounce into at any moment. It's like it's framed for it, ready and waiting. When will it show up? Sometimes that open frame can mean something else. Here's a great example from another awesome film Stanton was in, Paris, Texas by Wim Wenders. While he's a passenger in a car with Dean Stockwell, the normal car hood mount shot that would normally look directly into the windshield is shifted off to the side. The edge of the windshield splits the frame. The character is on one side, the outside world on the other. There are many great shots in this film. Heck, the whole film is a visual representation of characters set adrift from their memories and the immediate world around them. Windows, mirrors, and the frame split and divide them from each other. So knowing the types of framing shots is important as you communicate what you want, but also knowing when you choose them based on your perspective, on your viewpoint of the script, is equally, if not more, important. What will visually convey your vision for the script? Thanks for watching. Check out pullmyfocus.tv for our companion articles that go along with our videos. Also, check it out. We're going to start posting longer, more in-depth videos, and we're also going to be selling really in-depth, hour-long and more courses, deep dives into pre-production, production, and post-production. So stay tuned. Check out the description for info and coupon codes. Rolling. Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
3 months hath this youth tended unto me. But more on that anon. Take him aside.